Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Graffiti Nudes palette by Maybelline. I do have the original Nudes palette and then the Blush Nudes palette as well. I do have both good and bad things to say about this palette, and I'm actually wearing it right now because I just tried to experiment with my favorite color, and it's the emerald green looking color right here. If you want to hear my thoughts on this new palette, then just keep watching. So to start off, I'm going to tell you that it is $11.99 and it'll be sold in stores July 31st at Ulta. I did pick it up early as a platinum member, but the reason why I picked up this palette is because personally I like to stick to more neutral shades and not these very vibrant, colorful ones, and I thought this would be perfect to try out since it is so affordable and a drugstore product. So here it is up close. As you can see, almost every single color is shimmery. I think the only matte one in here is the black one, and then the purple one looks pretty matte as well. Most of them have a lot of shimmer in it. So those are some of the pros to the palette. It is very colorful, very bright, pretty colors, and it's really affordable. So if you don't like messing with bright colors, I think this would be the perfect palette to try and play with them because you're not wasting a lot of money if you don't like it. But like I said, I do have it on my eyes right now with that green color, the black shade, and then I use these two on my crease. And okay, there are some negative things that I have about this palette. The colors are very, very powdery. So with that, it's not super pigmented. But what I noticed is that if you wet your brush, it really does help make them more pigmented and really makes it stick and pack onto your lids. So as you can see, this green one looks pretty messy right now, but that's because I did wet my brush and it really helped to make them colorful and appear brighter. The only thing is that when it dried on my lids, it does look a little duller than when I first wet it. And I would say it doesn't look exactly like you would expect comparing the colors to the palette, but I do still like how it turned out. Overall, the palette is really affordable, the colors are super pretty, and you can make it work. The only thing is you might need to wet your brush and just spend a little more time packing on the color. But other than that, I think it's worth $12 if you don't want to spend a lot on these sorts of colors if you don't use them every day, like myself. Okay, so now I'm going to try and get some swatches on my hands for you guys. What else is nice about this palette, just like the rest of them, on the back they show you how they suggest you wear them, combining them if you want to use just 2 shades or all 4 or 3 of them. They kind of set them up and line them up so that they are already paired nicely for you. So these 4 would be a quad, and then these 4 and these 4, and then 2, 2, 2. So that's always nice. I mean, of course you can make your own looks, but I do like to try out what they suggest on the back as well. Okay, so here are the swatches from that first quad I showed you with the purple and pink tones. Here's the first one, which is very, very light on my hand. You can barely see it. The pink and the purple, and then that other shimmery one, which is the first shade in the palette. Like I said, most of them are sparkly. These two look a little more matte, and they're fairly pigmented, but when you put them on your eyes, they do not look that bright. So that's when I would suggest you use that wet brush to really make them pop like this on your lids as well. Okay, here are the next 4 shades swatched on my hand. The black one, the navy dark blue, the light shimmer, and then the more teal turquoisey light blue. Okay, and then here's the last quad in the palette. The dark brown, more of a copper tone, another highlight, and then that emerald green looking shade. Again, this one looks most pigmented right now in my hand because the shade is still wet in the palette, which really does help a lot. So here's the last up close look. Okay, so those are the swatches and my overall review. For me personally, this is definitely worth $12 just because, like I said, I don't use these colors often, and even though it's not super pigmented, if you use a wet brush, it really, really does enhance the color. Obviously, you can see that. And I think these super bright colors are really fun and perfect for the summertime, so I can't wait to use them. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and of course, thank you so much for watching.